How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another XRP update. I personally believe that there are still opportunities to make a new all-time high for XRP holders, so long as $1.77 to $1.92 holds. And I'm going to back up this point with an example looking at previous data. We can look at the left over here at this area, which we can see, of course, bullish progression off of this low. We saw a high, a higher low, and a higher high. And this is just, as you can see, the start of a potential uptrend, but this is just basic support and resistance, higher highs, higher lows, but also it's just basic Fibonacci retracements. And if you're not aware of the Fibonacci tool, it just looks at completed moves. Now you could dissect this as one move or look at it as a few moves like this with a correction and then a further move up. As of now, I'm just going to look at it as one completed pump, and then we saw a dump. Now we could obviously look at all the micro moves like that, but I'm not doing that, guys. I just look at the entire moves. So I just wait essentially, and I'm reacting. And what is of interest here is that we see this level of support held. We saw a higher low form and then a higher high through this high. So a higher high right over here. So it's showing bullish signs of progression. We want the same here on the larger scale. We want this low to continue to hold. We want this to be a higher low and for a new high high, a new all-time high for XRP. And I still think that could be the case. And in this example I'm going to show you now is explaining why I still think XRP could make a new all-time high. Of course, $1.77 needs to hold. If that is lost, completely ignore what I'm saying. So we have a move up that was completed as we start to see it dumping. This is where the Fibonacci's come in. I place my fibs on that completed move. It's showing me all the key levels of support that could be used as bullish pivot points to reverse and pump. So in this case, we held the 618 and 65 Fibonacci at $1.92, $1.95. From there, a new high formed. So this is just showing the significance of support Fibonacci's. It's not showing us the bullish targets, that comes in later, but it's showing us the key levels of support that need to hold for that bullish breakout, for that bullish reversal. Had this area failed to hold up, the reversal wave is created and it targets $1.18 to $1.40. So that could have been a real possibility back over here. And it actually is the same today. By losing $1.77, we could actually see sub $1 XRP. But looking at the example to the left, as the golden pocket held, more specifically the 786, 886 in this case right now, right there, it held up on the push down. It reversed before losing that area, which means these targets are not valid and so should actually pump. Now, looking at the current scenario, we have this completed move up. I've placed my fibs on. It's showing me all the retracement levels here. And if this 786, 886 is lost, we're going to dip down into these targets. As long as this area holds, and as we look to the left, the structure gives us clues, we can see this has previously been an area of support, where we've seen significant pumps off of, heading back into the range highs. So we can also see this range high was once support over here. So it pretty much shows that XRP right now is trapped between this support and this resistance. Looking to the left, as long as this area of support holds, we see reversals back to the range highs. So the expectation is that it will head back to the range highs. But looking at the previous example to the left, when we saw this completed move up, it retraced into the key golden pocket, held it as support, pivoted off and made a new high. That is going to be the same assumption here. Although we're seeing this as the level of resistance that we're trapped under, and this is the support we're trapped above. Looking at the example to the left, we actually saw the high broken. So the assumption here is that while $1.77 to $1.90 holds, it will break out of this range, flipping this area back into support as we saw to the left over here. And by doing so, we should actually project new all-time highs for XRP going forward. And this is exactly why I believe XRP is technically still bullish while above $1.77. And why I believe a new all-time high can still actually happen for XRP. Like, subscribe, comment and share. I hope this was informative to you guys. Hopefully you learned something new today of the Fibonacci's. It's just advanced level of support and resistance. If you want to learn my strategy more in depth, sit with me on a one-to-one call, or check out the ebook if you don't have as much time. If you want further content and to just access myself on a daily basis, being able to answer as many questions as you want, any TA on any charts, check out the Discord community. Everything has a discount applied at the moment. Use the links down below and head over to my website.